7 Mile Pullout or Sandy Point is perfect for couples who are wanting gorgeous Lake McDonald views for their ceremony. This is an awesome spot because it's right off of Going to the Sun Road and requires no hiking. In this video, I'm breaking down exactly where 7 Mile Pullout is, why it works for your ceremony, the planning process, the permit process, logistics, everything you need to know. So let's jump right in. Hi, I'm Shayna, your Glacier National Park photographer and videographer for laid-back couples. I shoot at Lake McDonald all the time, so I'm the perfect person to walk you through the logistics. Let's get right into it. 7 Mile Pullout, also called Sandy Point, sits along the west side of Going to the Sun Road, about 7 miles from the west entrance. It's one of the easiest Lake McDonald ceremony spots to get to, and the views hit immediately. You walk a few steps from the parking area and you're standing on a wide stretch of shoreline with the full length of Lake McDonald in front of you and mountains stacking behind it. This is simple, clean, classic Glacier. Lake McDonald always looks good. Calm water, wild reflections, colors that shift all day. As a story-driven photographer and videographer with a vlog meets indie film style, the spot gives me a ton to work with in a really small area, which means we get variety without wasting too much time driving for it. If you want something beautiful and straightforward with no surprises, 7 Mile Pullout is one of the strongest Lake McDonald ceremony options. Where is 7 Mile Pullout? 7 Mile Pullout, also known as Sandy Point, is on the west side of Glacier National Park along Going to the Sun Road by Lake McDonald. It's a roadside pullout ceremony location with quick access and classic west side glacier scenery. If you want to elope at Lake McDonald, you'll want to fly into Glacier Park International Airport in Kalispell. How to drive to 7 Mile Pullout. Enter Glacier National Park through the west entrance in West Glacier. Drive past the entrance station and continue straight on Going to the Sun Road along the Lake McDonald corridor. 7 Mile Pullout or Sandy Point is exactly what it sounds like. Stay on the main road for about 7 miles, then watch out for the pullout on the lake side of the road. Once you see it, pull in and park on the designated space. Why you should elope at 7 Mile Pullout or Sandy Point. 7 Mile Pullout or Sandy Point is a great option if you want Lake McDonald scenery without hiking for it. It's right off Going to the Sun Road, so you get the water, mountains, and rocky shoreline in a spot that's fast to access and easy to build a ceremony around. It's also super close to the entrance, which means travel and timing are so much easier, especially if you're staying in West Glacier, Columbia Falls, or Whitefish. You can do your ceremony here, then keep exploring the Lake McDonald corridor for portraits without turning the day into a super long drive. Frequently asked questions about eloping at 7 Mile Pullout or Sandy Point. Do you need a permit to elope at 7 Mile Pullout? Yes. All weddings and elopements inside Glacier require a special use permit, even if it's just the two of you. How many guests can you bring to 7 Mile Pullout or Sandy Point? Guest counts are limited because this is a roadside pullout location with small parking capacity. This spot is best for smaller groups. Are dogs allowed at 7 Mile Pullout or Sandy Point? No, dogs are not allowed at ceremony sites or on trails in Glacier National Park. How crowded is 7 Mile Pullout? It can get busy in summer because it's on the west side of Glacier. Is 7 Mile Pullout easy to access? Yes, it's about 7 miles from the west entrance on Going to the Sun Road. No hiking required. Are there bears at 7 Mile Pullout or Sandy Point? Yes, Glacier is bear country, including the Lake McDonald corridor. Bring bear spray and know how to use it. Where do you take photos after a ceremony at 7 Mile Pullout? The shoreline right there gives you a ton of portrait options with lake and mountain views, but I'm willing to drive anywhere on Going to the Sun Road for your adventure session. Let's go over the permit process for your 7 Mile Pullout wedding. All right, let's chat about putting in your permit for your Glacier National Park wedding. Now, I always send this link to the nps.gov wedding permit page when my couples are ready to put in for their permit. All the instructions you need are on this page, and it's actually super straightforward, so I'll just go over them really quickly. We don't need to reinvent the wheel here. But you do need a permit regardless of the size of your wedding. That's always a big question that I get. And it's nice to have a wedding permit anyway, because with the vehicle registration system, this acts as your vehicle registration to get into the park. So on this page, you'll be able to download a special use permit application. It downloads as a doc file, which you can just upload to your Google Drive if you have that. And it is a really, really easy form to fill out, but there's a couple things to notice here. And it says it on this page too, you have to provide the exact location and times that you're wanting. You can't just say something general and make the poor permit office have to tell you what's available. And this is also part of our process when you go with us for photo video, is that we will talk through your wedding logistics and give you advice on the best time and location to put in for. On this application, you will be able to put in your first choice and your second choice, and I always give you an alternative time slot to put in as well. Now, I mentioned you have to put in your specific location, and when you go with me, I will help you pick out those locations based off of your terrain goals for the day and what makes most sense geographically. Like if you have other plans, then we have to keep those in mind with where you get married to, and I'll help you with all of that. But you can also go to this wedding locations page, which will be linked, and you can see what all of these places are called and how many participants you're allowed to have at each location. For equipment, go ahead and just put camera equipment, and then you'll see here there's instructions about how many vehicles you're allotted for all of the participants that you're putting in for. Once your permit is filled out, you'll email the completed application. They prefer a PDF format, so just save it as a PDF to this email listed here. You're also going to want to put in your non-refundable application fee. It is $125 at the time of this recording to apply to get married in Glacier National Park, and you can pay it really easily by just going to pay.gov. Make sure the name used on pay.gov matches the name on your application, just so that they can double check easily that you paid. You'll receive a confirmation email from pay.gov. Make sure you save that for your records. You don't need to forward it to the park. So your application and payment plan is in. Then they will reach out to you via phone or email. Once it's all logged in, and processing can take a few months, so literally please do not panic. The permit office will send you the preliminary permit to review and sign. Your permit is valid as soon as you've signed it. Just be really, really patient with the park employees. They work their asses off doing this. Finally, you'll get a copy of the permit signed by the permit office official, and that'll be in your email. It is very smart to have a printed copy, at least have a screenshot of that final copy to present to any rangers while you're in the park. Okay, super easy, I promise. Now let's go over how to get your Montana marriage license. Okay, when you get married in Glacier National Park, you're going to want to go to the Flathead County Courthouse in Kalispell for your marriage license. The first step of getting this done is filling out this marriage application on the Flathead County Courthouse website. They're processed every business day from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. They still have this COVID notice on here. There honestly aren't a ton of hoops or rules when it comes to getting married in Montana. You need to provide your proof of age, like a driver's license or birth certificate. You have to be single. You will appear before the clerk of court to sign the application, and it'll be printed upon your arrival. After signing the application, you will pay $53. So all you have to do is click here, start your online marriage application, and you will fill this out. It's super, super fast, I promise. And then once this is all done, your next step is to just go to the courthouse, and they are super great there. They'll ask if you want to take the marriage license with you or if you want to file it right then. If you take it with you, just make sure if you have an officiant, clarify who's going to be turning that in for processing. And if you don't, remember that you remember to turn that marriage license back in. The best time of year to get married at 7 Mile Pullout or Sandy Point. 7 Mile Pullout is in the Lake McDonald corridor on the west side of Glacier, so access is usually easier than the higher elevation areas of the park. Weather still matters and time of year. May and June are cool and wet. Rain and fog are common, and mornings and evenings can feel cold. July and August are the warmest months, but storms can pop up and wildfire smoke as well. September and early October is always my favorite. Crowds. This is a roadside pullout on the west side of Glacier, so summer is busy. Midday is the most crowded, so plan for a sunset session. Where to stay near 7 Mile Pullout or Sandy Point. Most couples stay near the west entrance of Going to the Sun Road, so when you're searching for your Airbnb, VRBO, or hotel, look in locations near West Glacier, Columbia Falls, or Whitefish if you're willing to drive a bit more. 7 Mile Pullout, elopement photographer and videographer. Sandy Point is a classic Lake McDonald corridor ceremony spot. It's simple, fast to access, and gives you water and mountain scenery without hiking for it. If you want a glacier elopement that stays low-key but still looks unreal on camera, this is an easy win. I'm Shayna Lloyd, a Glacier National Park elopement photographer and videographer based in Northwest Montana. Glacier is my home turf. My style is earthy and campy, vlog meets indie film. I give direction when it's needed so you look incredible, and I document the day with movement, sound, and all the in-between parts that photos can't hold. If you hire me for Sandy Point, you'll get full day coverage with photo and video, and we'll build the day around your Lake McDonald wedding. Final tips for eloping at the 7 Mile Pullout. Plan for traffic. This is a roadside pullout on Going to the Sun Road. Carpool if you have guests. Fewer cars make everything easier. Aim for sunrise or sunset. Wear shoes that can handle rocks. The shoreline is uneven and slippery. Bring layers. Lake McDonald can be cold and windy. Bring bear spray and know how to use it. Sandy Point is a solid Lake McDonald corridor choice for couples who want a simple ceremony location with water and mountain scenery without hiking. It's quick to access, easy to build the day around, and gives you that classic West Glacier look. I cannot wait to chat about your vision and answer all of your questions about your Glacier wedding photo and video coverage. Chat soon. All right, if you want the full guide, then make sure you check out the description below. And if you're planning a Glacier National Park wedding or elopement, then I'm the girl you need. I shoot photo and video in my signature vlog meets indie film style. So make sure you fill out the inquiry form so that we can chat all about your wedding. I can't wait to chat with you soon.